Warning: the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
You can sprawl out. You have that entire couch to yourself. Which, you know what? I don't understand why you don't sprawl out anyway, because it's a 3-person couch with just you and Mike.
I don't know where he's been.
It's true. Well,
Jared
you're
does,
sitting
I
right
guess.
now where my butt normally lays whenever I pass out on the couch. So,
All right.
yeah,
You guys are butt to butt.
we're butt buddies.
Should we test our...
What was that movie? Requiem for a Dream, ass to ass.
Ass to ass,
Ass
yeah.
to ass, yeah.
Ass to ass on the dance floor.
That's one of the few times I ever felt like physically ill after watching a movie.
Yeah, I watched that too young, I think, also.
Like, you weren't 40 yet?
I was like-
think that's about the normal
I think I
age.
was like 16 or something, and that was...
Yeah.
I've managed to avoid ever seeing it.
No, it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's Aronofsky, right? That's one
Yeah.
of his second movies.
That was a second
Because
after
I saw Pi.
Yeah.
Pi was okay.
It was more interesting than good. You
Yeah.
know, it was kind of one of those.
Exactly. We've been recording this whole time. We went a minute without even introducing ourselves or saying ahoy to all of you flick
Are our
freaks out
volume,
there.
are our volumes good?
I pray to God they are.
I hope.
Yeah. I checked them before.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Just
Wait,
Yeah,
you
but then I
should
came
do
in
your
and I
ahoy.
changed
You
the
should do your
mix.
ahoy again.
do my ahoy.
I feel like I buried it there by
Ah.
talking about levels. Do it now.
Ahoy, all of you flick freaks out there. What is going on? My name is Andrew, and welcome to episode 69.
Ooh.
Yes, the old 69 episode. We made it, guys.
This is the first. This was the whole goal.
This
Yep.
was the goal.
We win. We're done now.
Yeah,
Technically, we should have made it to episode 69 like 3 months ago.
a long
but
time ago.
Yeah. But, fuck it, you know?
Yeah, we're here now. That's what matters, and we're all nude.
Yes.
Well, I'm nude from the waist down.
So,
Yeah.
I am your captain.
I like the hat you have on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Hat on your penis.
Yeah.
I am the captain of this venture, Andrew Ormsby, joined as always by the wrong half of Hollywood, Jareth Mooneyham,
Howdy.
and
It's subdued.
yes, the king of the doldrums, Brian Vaughn.
Grr.
Radish Ravinator is out with food poisoning, ironically.
Well,
That's not true at all, is it?
I don't think so.
Nothing. We don't need to say anything true. I mean, they can't see.
Yes.
They can't verify.
Yeah.
Mike is freezing to death right now in the Great White North. And
It's very unfortunate. Mike was also eaten by a whale.
Yes. What was the name of the whale?
A lot of
in
bad luck for
Pinocchio?
that guy.
Was
Three-
it No, it wasn't Stromboli. It was like Trumbo. What was the name?
Wait, what
of
are we
the-
talking about?
You know, in Pinocchio, the whale that ate him.
Oh, yeah.
Thrumbo or
I don't know. That's going to
Look-
bother me now.
yeah.
It's been like 200 years since I've
'Cause I
seen
remember the
Pinocchio.
I don't
fat guy
know if
was-
that's accurate, but like I said, we can lie, so it's fine.
I remember the fat guy that turned all the kids into donkeys was Stromboli, I think, or Stromboli. This is riveting right now, guys.
Yeah,
this is how I want to start episode.
We're just
69.
rambling while I Google whale and Pinocchio. So that's pretty great.
Yeah,
Monstro
Monstro
is the name of the whale.
That's not all that, you know.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
If I ever bear children, well, I mean, I wouldn't bear them, I guess.
Throw bears at them.
Unless this was some sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger Jr. situation.
Speaking, not Junior, but
Oh yeah, are we going to talk about what
Kindergarten Cop 2
Yeah.
with Dolph Lundgren.
I'm going to see that. So
obviously, yeah.
yeah,
Straight to DVD. You know this is going to be amazing.
it'll be awesome. I unfortunately watched Kindergarten Cop probably like 5 times in my life already.
I don't know what's unfortunate about that.
Well, I mean, people would consider it unfortunate. I consider that my
It's your
cinematic
duty.
training.
That's your duty
Yeah.
as a human being and as a man to watch that and Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I've seen
every
that
single
multiple
Christmas.
times as well.
So, yeah, we're going to jump right into the Did You See the Opinion of the Week? Did either of you guys see 11/22/63 on Hulu yet?
I have not. I don't have Hulu right now.
Oh, okay.
But here's what I'm thinking I might try to do
What?
is whenever the season's over, I might do my free trial.
I am.
And then I can watch the whole thing. Because
I have a Hulu that you can use.
Yeah, you can
I
use mine
shouldn't.
too.
totally use one of your Hulus.
No, I have the commercial free one. Do you?
You should use his.
I should use Andrew's Hulu.
Yeah,
Dude, I would
commercial
say-
free Hulu is amazing.
I don't really have any services you guys can use that I have, unless you guys want to watch baseball games.
I have
and you don't.
HBO Now, Netflix, and
I have
Hulu
Netflix,
Plus.
but I figured everyone had Netflix.
Yeah, that's sort of like
Yeah.
the thing. But 11/22/63, a lot of you out there, hopefully you've started watching it. If you're not familiar with it, this is J.J. Abrams produced, written, or I guess I should say adapted from Stephen King's novel, one of my favorite Stephen King novels. It's about a man named Jake Epping, played by James Franco in the show, who finds a portal in time that takes him back to October of 1960.
And it's in a diner.
The portal is in a diner, and he realizes, wait, if I just wait 3 years, I could potentially stop JFK from being assassinated.
Yeah. Well, and he was, the diner owner basically discovered that. I don't
Yeah.
know if this is the same in the show.
No, it's very, yeah. So it's the diner owner who knows about the portal and introduces Jake. I'm just going to refer to him. Yeah, Jake to this portal.
Jake Franco.
Jake Franco. And he's like, he had this whole plan. I was going to stop JFK from being assassinated, but while I was back in 1960, I was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer and I wouldn't have made it. So I had to come back, tell you about this so you could go back and stop. And he lays out all the rules that he's familiar with for time travel.
that he's
like-
aware of. Yeah.
Exactly. So he's like, so the weird thing I found out is time does not want to be changed. So if you go back there and you try and do this, time is physically going to try and stop you. It's going to, your car is going to break down. Your apartment will catch on fire. The police will suddenly think you're a suspect for something. Time will physically try and stop you from changing it. And it's been fascinating. The first episode is an hour and a half long.
And so they're doing it. Hulu does their original stuff week to week, right?
Yeah, which is unfortunate. You can't just crash and burn through this
Yeah.
entire thing. It's going to be 8
Because that's what I would have
episodes.
already done if that was an
God,
option.
yeah. So Mondays is whenever this gets released. But first episode, like I said, hour and a half long. Ironically, this first episode, because I've read the book, is out of sequence. So, like, the stuff that happens in the book, like, chronologically does not happen as it would in
Kind
the
of
show.
to be expected to at least like a certain degree.
Well, yeah, like, this is sort of spoiler-esque. In the book, he does a whole bunch of trial and errors just to get a feel for it.
Before he actually commits to the...
Yes.
Yeah.
In this show, he just says, balls to the wall, I'm going for it.
Like before he's been there at all?
Like the first, well, he goes back, he accidentally stumbles into it after Al, the diner owner, shows him, and he's like, what the hell is this? And then he runs back out and he talks to Al
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
So there's
But
at
then
least
after-
a little bit of a...
But then after that, the next time he goes in, fuck it, let's do this.
Is he super into root beer in the show too?
No.
Damn it.
Like, you, okay, so you've read the book then?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, they substitute root beer for, like, authentic apple pie.
I like the root beer thing better.
Yeah, I do too.
Plus, I like root beer.
Speaking of root beer, anybody want one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate saying it. Hey, who wants a root beer? Go get us
Yeah.
some.
Go get it,
Because I
Jareth.
just realized I can't because I'm the one talking about the show.
Yeah. And I read the book, so I need to be here too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
okay, you've seen, okay, this is really weird. Do you remember The Mummy? Brendan Fraser's The Mummy?
Yes.
So do you remember his creepy Benny, the creepy guy who always like got in trouble and then he ganged up with the Mummy halfway through?
Yeah.
He's the
Kind
yellow
of.
card man in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's doing a
Thank
really
you,
good job
Jareth.
too. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you. This is brought to you by IBC Root Beer.
Yes.
Caffeine free.
Intercontinental Ballistic Root Beer.
Don't ask them about it though. They'll deny it, but it's true. They're bringing this to you.
Yes. I just realized I've been drinking these at night to stay awake, and they're caffeine
They don't have
free.
any caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that got shot to shit. So
It's not sugar.
yes. So as you know, in the book, it starts off. I'm not going to get into this too much, obviously, but it starts off with Harry Dunning, the janitor, telling his story.
Yeah.
Fucking heartbreaking in the book, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, that's how it starts off in the show too. The guy who plays Harry Dunning is amazing. And I really wish that if I had one complaint, it's that they didn't focus more on him because, as you know in the book, that comes into play later.
Well, that's kind of the impetus for
yeah.
a
So
lot of things.
that doesn't happen in the first episode, I'll say that. Like,
But how many episodes is the season?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Hope
I
they're
don't
all
know
an
if
hour
they're
and a
all
half.
going to be an hour and a half long.
Probably
It may
not,
just be
but-
the pilot, you know. I'd imagine they'd be an hour long.
It's a big ass book.
It's
I
a
mean,
really big book, yeah. It's not his biggest book. We're going to talk more about Stephen King in the top news section. It's actually not written down here, so sorry.
Okay.
'Cause
I was
I-
like, where is it?
Also,
It popped up in the news after I printed off everything.
spoiler alert, but 11/22/63 does not end as some of Stephen King's books do with a child orgy.
Yes.
So
Speaking of it, that's
That's-
the thing we're going to be talking about. Yeah. If you've never read Stephen King's It, all the kids in that book.
Jared looks really concerned
Yeah.
right now.
If you've never read Stephen King's It and you're wondering if you should, just beware, there is a giant child orgy.
yeah,
All the kids get together. You know, there's one girl and she's like, I know how we can all remember each other. Why don't y'all fuck me? And we're, 10 right now?
yeah, it's
It's really awkward.
really strange. You know, I need to read that again as an adult.
What the
I
fuck?
did reread it as an adult because as a kid I didn't understand it.
No, I knew what was going on, but I'd like to read it as an adult to see if it's like I get a different perspective on maybe why that happens.
No, because
You're like, no, that's
no,
not.
because I just reread it last year.
Okay.
It's still really awkward. It's still really awkward. The book, though, it definitely holds up. Like, as a whole, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
Some scary shit.
Yeah. But 11/22/63, I wouldn't have picked James Franco to play Jake Epping, you know, because when I was originally
It's too
casting,
short.
but seeing him now,
technically.
yeah, just watching the show now, he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he's one of those people that, like, if he actually is into a project, he's
Yeah.
really effective.
And I'm just really glad that there's something being adapted from Stephen King that's actually worthwhile.
Yeah, there's very little.
Yeah. Well, recently, like Under the Dome has been awful.
Yeah,
That show is so bad.
I didn't even ever watch it because everything I'd heard about it was that it was awful.
And it sucks because it's an amazing book.
Well, I mean, like half of his things have been adapted to stuff. So.
Yeah, and like none of them work out. Like, did anyone see Dreamcatcher for God's sake?
I actually like Dreamcatcher.
Oh, I hated that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked the Rose Red made for TV movie.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
I
that wasn't
never- I
too
didn't
long
see that.
ago. What that was like? What?
That was a while ago.
Maybe
Um,
I think I was like 13 when that came out.
maybe for
so
you. We're
Yeah.
13 years is long for anybody.
yeah. Well,
Not someone that's 5,000 years old.
That's true.
It could still be long for him.
So if
That's
you're
true.
Eric,
we don't know a guy. We don't
so
know a
if you're
5,000-year-old.
Eric Northman,
yeah,
then
if
it's
you're
not.
or if you're Yoda, it might not. It's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
you know, or like somebody in the Bible
But
that's important.
I'll just end by saying this. So far, based on the pilot, this is going to be fan fucking
Yeah.
tastic.
So far you're on board.
So
Like,
on board.
okay, good.
One of my favorite shows of the year. So hopefully the show will be finished before we start doing our March Madness. I don't think it will
Yeah, no,
because that's coming up in like
yeah,
a couple
it,
weeks.
the first episode aired last Monday, so yeah.
Yeah.
What
that'll
is
be
March
in
Madness?
mid-April.
Okay, so I guess we can talk about that now because
We really
it's-
probably should, and we're kind of at the end of a segment, so why not just
Yeah.
stick it right
Everybody
here?
go see 11/22/63 if you're questioning why they chose that title. That's the day JFK was assassinated. Okay, moving on.
It's also the day I was born.
You were born
I don't-
11/22/1963.
I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Were you born November 22nd? Like
Yeah.
for reals?
And 63.
Okay.
No.
Because we actually know somebody born on November 22nd who was actually on the show before.
Who?
Danae. Danae's an 11/22 baby.
She's an 11/22er.
I'm
I
actually
guess she is an 11/22er.
January 2nd. So.
Okay. So every single year, I say every single year, this is our third annual. Is that right, Brian? Or is there a fourth?
This is.
No,
I
it's
think
our
this
third.
is our third.
It's our third.
Yeah.
Third annual March Madness TV edition. So what we do every single year, for those of you who are not fans of the March Madness basketball event, which is unfortunate because it's a lot of fun,
It is, and I don't care about it in general, but I still
you make
totally
a bracket.
fill out brackets.
Yeah.
If you can get an event where I can wager something on it, I will be into it. It doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah. So what
I
we
will
do...
try. I will endeavor to be into this.
Okay, into actual basketball or to what we're talking about?
What we're talking about.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
no
Our
basketball.
No,
thing is
ours is
probably
amazing.
going to be more interesting to you.
So what we do is, instead of basketball teams, what we do is we take 64 of the top currently running or just finished TV shows.
Oh,
And we
okay.
pit-
Yeah, this is 100% better.
And we pit them against each other in a March Madness style bracket where we have high seeds, low seeds, divisions. Last year we only did 32. This year there's enough good shows that are currently running or just
like
finished.
good or relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
that
do we
actually have a
determine
full
winners?
64. So we
Voting.
don't vote. Our audience votes. We have like brackets that go against each other, and we say, so for this video or for this week, these are the ones you're voting for. Either, just hypothetically, I'm going to choose 2 shows that aren't even running.
Okay.
You have Breaking Bad going up against MASH, and then you have Seinfeld going up against The Mighty Boosh, and Aqua Teen going up against
just like
just
whatever
and then you
the
would choose, like,
case.
out of those 2, I'd choose Breaking Bad over whatever. I choose
But-
Seinfeld over. I choose Aqua Teen over.
and the field narrows
Yeah,
from there.
and then you say, okay, well, those winners go against each other, and then the
Single
winner of those.
elimination style brackets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what we do have is power over the seeding
Yes.
of said tournament. So we will, I would assume, each come up with
A list
a list of our favorite currently airing shows.
There's 4 of us, so that's 16 each.
Yeah, and if we can't get there, we can.
I
can
already
get
have
there.
a list of 64 shows.
Jesus Christ.
So if we can't find them,
We can add to it.
yeah. Actually, I ran into shows that are like, holy shit, I have too many shows, actually.
Yeah.
So here's the caveat to this. The show has to have a completed season.
At least
And-
one?
No, here's the thing. Its last completed season is all we're basing this off of. So the Flash, for example, you can't use the Flash in general. You have to use its last completed season. And since there's one currently running right now, we can't use that one. It
has to
it'd
be on
the-
like
the
break
last
or
previous
something?
Season.
So okay, so like if you wanted to nominate The Walking Dead, you would not be nominating it for what
Season 6
currently
right now.
airing. You'd be
Season
Okay.
5.
prior
Gotcha.
season. Yeah.
Here's another caveat: as long as it wasn't in last year's.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
for example, Sherlock. Sherlock hasn't been on for a couple years. So we can't pick Sherlock because it was in our first annual,
Yeah, and it didn't air at all in 2015.
besides that Christmas
Yeah,
special,
but it
which
didn't
we're
have
not counting.
It didn't have a completed season.
Exactly. Does that make sense?
Mostly.
Well, if you're
Basically-
confused by anything, I'm sure other people are confused too, so just ask your questions
Yeah.
now.
Well, I'm having the difficulties with how we decide with the stuff.
All we're doing is picking the shows.
Yes,
And
got
then
that.
our audience votes on the
So-
winners each
Like by us
week or day.
selecting the field, it's a little bit of quality control.
We
You don't-
do vote.
You don't have your like Bones isn't in there, for instance.
I'm adding bones.
Yeah, we do vote,
damn
but
it.
ours aren't the only votes.
So-
We can try and sway the audience. That's pretty much
Yeah.
all we can do.
I'll go on a filibuster.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Not right now, but I mean when I need to.
It doesn't matter. Even Brian will still be filibustering, and I'll just end up uploading the video anyway. Like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
He'll be like, we're just gonna cut him off.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
He
kind of a
doesn't know
hard.
it.
This is a hard vote to filibuster.
Yeah. I don't know why he's rooting so hard for Mozart in the Jungle, but okay.
But for some reason,
I actually started watching that show just because it
I
won.
haven't watched
Because
any of it.
it won Comedy of the Year at the Golden Globes, or comedy/musical. It's not half bad. I wouldn't pick it over Silicon Valley like
Yeah.
any day of the week.
There's so many shows that are probably technically worth watching right now that it's you kind of have to pick and choose a little bit
Yeah.
because there's just not enough time, guys.
There is a surplus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My number one show of this is easily going to be One Punch Man.
I don't know what mine will be. I guess I'll have to figure that out.
Yep.
But
So-
we'll have to we're obviously going to be doubling up on a lot of stuff.
When is
So
March?
you'll-
2 weeks. Less
it's
than
the
2
month
weeks 'cause
after
it's-
this one.
Okay, crap. I'm notorious. I don't know. I don't ever know any.
So
days
yeah, that's
ever.
another Brian thing. Whenever we actually get the list together, get like
I'm gonna die real quick.
get at least 20 TV shows that you can think of, and if you double up on them, just whoever chose it first gets it.
Are there any other additional caveats or rules I should keep in mind?
No.
Like for what classifies as a valid show?
Web series count, like Red versus Blue and Ruby, and are you all right? Or did it just go down the wrong pipe?
No, I am recovering from a cold
Oh, okay.
type thing.
Well, that sucks.
Is there like
Or
a limit
am
on
I
how long
recovering?
the episodes have to be?
No, because Ruby episodes are 12 minutes, I think.
Good.
Yeah, it can't be like. Can you give me an example of what you're thinking? of?
Like porn videos aren't technically seasons.
Yeah.
Of shows.
Some of them have seasons.
Do
Yeah.
they really?
Yeah, but most of their episodes are more longer than 12 minutes.
This
Just
is
I only
what-
ever watched 12 minutes.
Well, yeah, you don't need to watch all 30 minutes or whatever. That's not
I was thinking
Not
like
according to
Steven
Boogie
Universe.
Nights. This is what they've
you gotta
been
sit in the
striving.
seat.
Yeah. Sit in your own filth.
That's
for-
so weird. I just referenced that line like last week.
I think that's why I remember it. It's because you were talking about Burt Reynolds on Backup Catcher, and I
Yeah.
think that's why that was in my head.
Sometimes I talk about Burt Reynolds.
As everybody should. Actually, I was this close to watching Cannonball Run yesterday.
I was this close to watching Gator the other day,
Nice.
but I didn't. I will though.
So what was the show that you were curious about?
Steven Universe.
Steven
Super
Universe.
good.
I haven't heard about it, but I will.
Mike talked about it on this very podcast once.
Might be the best show ever.
That's a pretty.
That's a hyperbolic.
I was about to say
statement right there.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's pretty hyperbolic, but I accidentally said this is a hyperbole statement, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, no, I mean we would have gotten your gist.
Yeah, but I would have looked like a dumb.
But I mean, if it is Jareth's favorite show ever, then to him it is the best show ever. Yeah, you
That's
see how
very
that
true.
Works? Yeah,
okay,
like if someone's favorite movie ever is Gator, then to that person,
Archer.
yeah, to Archer,
To Archer.
I forgot about that.
To each his own. So we got a store, guys. If you ever head over to shop.spreadshirt.com/flickfreaks, you can find t-shirts, coffee mugs, phone tablet cases, a whole plethora of great paraphernalia. We have some good stuff, and we actually have a promo code running right now. I'm good.
I was asking if I could have it.
Oh, you have as much as you want.
Did you already drink that thing?
I was thirsty. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
We got a promo code, guys, for the store, and it just slipped my mind, and I had it written down. Guess what? I lost it. So I'll let you know how on the ball I am with shit.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I will say things that the promo code is not.
Okay.
It's not child orgy.
That's very true. It
It's
is not a
not
child
Bones.
orgy.
It's not
Okay, so
Manatee Catapult.
Here's the thing.
No,
it's
it really isn't.
It's to get everybody ready for spring. Everything in our store right now is 15% off.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? If you use the promo code SPRING16.
Yeah.
Again, the promo code is SPRING16.
So if you can remember the impending season and what year it is, you're
Yes.
going to get the code right.
Yes,
What year is it?
16.
That's true. You did
It's actually
ask,
the year 16.
like 5 minutes ago. I think you asked what March was.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have problems with time.
So, yeah.
because you're from the future.
Uh, 15% off, that's pretty much a little more than free shipping, I think, on
Yeah.
if you get enough stuff. So,
So go in there, spend $100. You're really only going to spend $85.
hey,
Look
that's
at
not
that.
bad at all.
That's savings.
math.
That's like 5-6 shirts.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Get
good.
all the shirts. Get them
Yes.
twice.
All right,
Take a
guys.
huge shirt.
It is now time to
There
move
we
on.
Go. Bull shirt.
Bullshirt.
Get shirt faced.
Oh,
This could go on forever.
it really could.
Hey, you guys, does anybody need to, before we move on, does anybody need to go take a shirt?
I could probably take a shirt.
Puns. Top news.
Wordplay.
Wordplay. Top news. So the first news item we got, Chris Schlurf, one of my favorite last names
That's
ever.
amazing. I looked at that earlier and I was amazed by it.
Yeah. So he was the lead writer for Mass Effect Andromeda. He has left BioWare to go work at Bungie as the lead writer for Destiny 2.
Oh, God.
Does
Also,
this mean Destiny 2 is going to have a story, actually?
No.
No.
They chewed through 7 writers in their first attempt. Also, didn't Mass Effect Andromeda already have news about its writer before?
No, they lost 2 people. They lost the original I think he was the original graphics designer or like the lead designer for but everything's done pretty much for Andromeda.
Same thing could have been said for Destiny. They were losing people less than a year out, and
This is very true. So I hope that Mass Effect Andromeda is like to the completion point where none of this is going to matter. Like the groundwork, a lot of the soil and stuff has been laid for future games. I don't know if they're moving anything past Andromeda, like they're making a new trilogy. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Jareth, or not. If Andromeda is just going to be a one and done Mass Effect game, or if it's a spark for a new series.
what am I supposed to be familiar with here?
I'm asking, do you know if this is going to be the last?
Oh, no.
This is a guy who
I have
doesn't know
no
what
idea.
March is.
Again. Yeah, okay. But
I come here for my news.
Do you think
okay.
this is a good time for me to do some Jareth baiting? Like, it might be.
I Jareth bait.
I might, oh,
Damn
no.
it! This close.
No. So that Destiny sure was like a great game.
Yeah, it was.
Damn it, that did not work out how I planned.
That game was fucking terrible.
Okay, now it's working out.
It's
how I planned.
still bad, even with the Taken King.
You know what?
What's something that you would rather do other than play Destiny?
Jareth bait.
Okay.
No, like
I'd rather Brian bait.
yeah, okay.
So would you rather? Okay, if someone said you have to play Destiny for even 10 hours a week for the rest of your life, or
Ugh.
you have to have a hand cut off.
You know what? Actually, I would play Destiny if I had like a full group of friends who regularly played it.
Yeah.
If I had a good reason to go to it and just deal with it shit. Something I could be having fun doing instead of just grinding my face away at it.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think if I went on my Xbox and I checked, I think that Destiny was my most played game of 2015. So
That is a tragedy.
well, I was really into the rating and stuff. I hated like the story and all that stuff. But after not the Taken King, what was the Crota DLC? What? Okay,
Something
you know
darkness.
yeah. So yeah, that was the last DLC. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I've never bought any of the DLC because I didn't believe it would make it a full game, and I wasn't going to pay for more of a game than I didn't get.
I was one of the guys who, before the game even came out, I'm like, this is going to be the greatest game of all time. So I pre-bought all the DLC packs.
I was one of those guys, but I was broke. So
And then the game just kind of slapped us in the face. So, moving on, Harper Lee, the author of To Kill a Mockingbird, has passed away at the age of 89.
that is a shame.
Rest
It
in
is.
peace, Harper Lee.
Yes, very sad news. I think that was the only thing she ever wrote. She was a one and done. Oh, didn't she write something recently? Like
Well,
her
she wrote
family pressured her
That
into
was
it.
released recently. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's really sad. Rest in peace. Benicio del Toro and Laura Dern are headed to a galaxy far, far away in Star Wars Episode 8. We've known for a while now that Benicio del Toro has been kind of tied to the new Star Wars franchise, but Laura Dern, that's the new one. So if you're not familiar with her, she was in Jurassic Park. She was
Which
the
one?
blonde.
She's Dr. Sadler.
She's Dr. Sadler.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
in
Laura
Jurassic
Dern.
Park.
okay.
But yeah, so really excited. I'm especially excited to see Benicio del Toro in that franchise.
So what are they doing with him?
That it's one of those things, like kind of how they did with this new cast that they did.
It'll get
Like John
slowly-
Boyega, they don't tell you who these people are. Or Adam Driver. We knew for I guess a while that Adam Driver was possibly going to be the Sith.
Yeah.
But I think
This
they're going to
is-
do the same thing. I think Benicio
And this will
del
be a
Toro,
little different because Benicio del Toro is a known commodity.
Yeah,
That we know in advance he's attached, but we don't know who he's playing. Like if you would have told me a year before Episode 7 came out, hey, look, man, John Boyega's in this movie, I would have been like, who the fuck is John Boyega?
yeah.
It took me like
Which is not a bad thing. Again, as I stated before, I think this is Episode 7 was the best acted overall
Mhm.
Star Wars movie in the series, probably.
it took me months to realize that he was in Attack the Block.
Yeah. He was
Like,
the main kid, wasn't he?
So, yeah, somebody mentioned it on like a web skit thing, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that movie was really fun.
That movie was fun. Also, it was improved by a culinary masterpiece I made that night. Took a giant loaf of bread, hollowed it out, filled it with nacho cheese, and grilled beef.
Nice.
I have
Delicious.
eaten that at your house before.
Yeah.
What, didn't you have a name for that?
The bro burger.
Yeah.
The Bro Burger.
Yeah, no, those things are good. And they will make you it's a weird relationship between the bro burger and the human entity. Like you're eating it, and I mean, one bite in, you're like, this is not, I shouldn't be eating this. But your taste buds say, yeah.
That's
keep
how I
doing
feel
it.
every single time I go to Bears. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's
they throw that
similar
giant ass
experience.
burger down in front of you. You're like, this is not going to agree with me later. And then you take one bite and you're like, worth it.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine. I'll spend an hour on the toilet. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'll take a shirt.
Yeah. So Christian Bale will get his own Revenant-style film in Hostiles about a 19th century frontiersman who must escort a group of Native Americans, I think they were Cheyenne, I think that's what I read, back to their tribal land. This film is set to take place from New Mexico up to Montana. That's a long hike.
That's a very long hike.
This is directed by Scott Cooper, who just gave us last year's film Black Mass, which was pretty good.
But not the same Scott Cooper who was terrible at third base for the St. Louis Cardinals in 1995.
Oh,
How do you
baseball
know?
reference. You just got one in.
I mean, I don't know for
Could
a
be
fact
him.
that it isn't the same guy.
Maybe he was a terrible third baseman, but a great director.
That could be. Maybe he just blossomed as a director.
Yeah.
So yeah, Christian Bale.
Yeah, I'm excited about this because he's an amazing actor, like everything he does.
He's not going to win an Oscar for it. I'll tell you that right now. Not if it comes out this year. They're not going to give two Best Actor Oscars in a row to guys in the Frontier.
No.
It's never happened.
No, I think it's going to start filming in November of this year,
When are the Oscars, for God's sake?
next weekend, next Sunday.
Is it next Sunday?
Yeah, you guys are
Oh.
coming over, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, we got to fill out our brackets.
Yeah, and then I'll be gone for a while after that.
Okay.
I'll be.
when
well,
does it happen?
5:30 is when it starts. on
I
Sunday.
will have to be at the other
PM.
thing.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I got.
Yeah, I knew. Do they keep pushing it back like a week every year?
I
I
think
feel-
it was I was thinking it was like the 12th last year. So
Yeah, because I feel like whenever. God, I feel like whenever you and I started doing the Oscar pool and everything, stuff,
was in January.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear it was.
No, you're not wrong. So, yeah. Okay, so we got some Dark Tower news here. Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey have been officially cast in the Dark
Fuck
Tower
yeah.
film series. Idris Elba will be playing the gunslinger Roland Deschain, and Matthew McConaughey will be playing Randall Flagg, a.k.a. the Man in Black.
I'm gonna have to read those before that happens.
I have them for you. I have the books and audiobooks, so I'll let you choose.
I totally just made a purchase of them.
Oh, really?
On my Nexus 7. I have the Kindle app.
Oh,
on
okay,
it.
yeah.
Well, I've been getting these really good deals on bundles of books lately on there,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
For instance, I bought all the Harry Potter books for $14.99 combined.
Nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one bit of news in here that I didn't put about the Dark Tower film series, and I thought that this was worth mentioning. So, Abby Lee, who was one of the blonde wives in Mad Max Fury Road.
Which one was she? Doritos?
Yes.
They all had names.
She
like
was like
that.
Garth.
Have you looked-
or,
has anybody else looked at this?
no, they all had really weird names.
They're the best. Probably. So I thought that movie was merely okay. I didn't love it as much as a lot of people. But there were some things I thought were incredible. The names of all the characters in that movie, because they don't say them out loud.
Yeah,
but,
no.
But they had to give them names.
Yeah, a lot of them I saw in some of the credits. Some of them had like really insane names.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. She's in this movie. She was cast as the character Tirana, which is really, really weird that they cast this character, and I'll tell you why. She doesn't appear until the 7th book,
Oh, wow.
and she's one of the most minor, like, background characters there are in the entire series.
So they must have a different plan for her.
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
So
Really
confusing.
Here are some names in Mad Max for anyone that wondered. Slit, Rictus Erectus.
Wasn't Slit what's his name? he was the main like white powder.
I can't tell because in his
White
books,
powder.
a man named Josh
White
Hellman
powder.
played him, and he does not have white powder on his face, so I can't tell. Toast the Knowing.
Yeah.
And then the wives' names were Capable, the Dag.
Yeah, the Dag, that was her. Abby Lee is the Dag.
The dad.
And you guys, okay, Cheeto the
Cheeto.
Fragile.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also someone named that big fat guy that's in the cart.
I was thinking Nux.
He's the People Eater, and then you also have the guy named, and this is the best. Actually, the two best names that just sound so ominous: the People Eater and the Bullet Farmer.
No, I think Rictus Erectus is the best name.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm
a big
pretty sure
old-
the bullet
big old
farmer
boner.
is he is the bullet farmer. He's like one of the main
Yeah.
like
the organic
lords.
mechanic,
Yeah, that's the doctor.
keeper of the seeds.
Miss Giddy.
Like these names are amazing.
Yeah.
Corpus Colossus.
Glory the Child.
It's
the
like they
Prime
just
Imperator.
it's like they just did like a whole bunch of drugs and just like were like
I'm
let's-
pretty sure that's what happened. Anyway, really cool
Well,
names in that movie.
you know what, George-
Rictus Erectus.
George Miller's one goofy son of a bitch. So yeah, the fact that they've cast this person for this role before, it doesn't make sense to me.
I think it clearly points to them. Do they? I haven't read the books. Is there a strong or is there a pretty central female character?
There is
on?
a huge central.
Because
Her
that
name
was
is
my first thought. Is maybe there wasn't, and they
her name
wanted there
is
to be one?
technically it's Susanna.
Oh, have they cast her yet?
No,
Hmm.
I think they're gonna cast. If I would like my dream cast for that character would be Zoe Saldana.
Okay.
I think she would be the perfect Susanna. And she plays an African American woman from the 1960s who's got no legs. She's got Lieutenant Dan syndrome.
Oh, okay. So she.
Lieutenant Dan had legs to start.
No, that's when the syndrome began.
Yeah. Turns out Lieutenant Dan became quite mean.
The syndrome was brought on
He
by
caught Lieutenant Dan syndrome, which was for some reason already named after him, and then his legs fell off. Did you not watch Forrest Gump?
apparently
God,
not.
Jareth. We know what we're talking about here.
Damn. That's a bummer. Everyone
And then
should
at
have
the
known
end,
that
there's a
Lieutenant
child-
Dan syndrome was coming for him.
Oh shit!
At the end, there's a child orgy. It's
Oh.
really messed up.
Yeah.
That's how Jenny got AIDS.
Shit, that's like Damn.
Jesus fuck.
all these things
Uh,
that I'm pretty sure I've seen, and there's child orgies in them, and I didn't even
She
know.
got
other,
AIDS.
everything like Schindler's List, Fargo, The Godfather.
She
Part
got
2.
AIDS and then she married Frank Underwood. That's how it happened.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
And then Carrie Ewells came and said, "As you wish," and swooped her off to safety.
I think
and
all this
cured
is
her.
accurate. So you should go back and watch Forrest Gump and expect it to turn out just like what we
Yes.
said.
Forrest Gump 2, brought to you by Flick
Yeah.
Freaks.
Yeah,
I'd rather
who
not.
do we
I
need
don't
to
like
talk to
Forrest
make
Gump.
this happen. Forrest Gump, even gumpier.
Yes. So
the
worst.
gumpening.
So get ready for the worst news of all time. Michael Bay has said that the Transformer films will become an annual film series.
Oh my god!
Yearly,
Yeah, so-
starting in 2017, it's going to be every single year.
I can believe that he can
Why
churn
are we
those out
doing
yearly.
that? I mean, those things aren't the returns getting more diminishing at this point?
Oh yeah,
Like, I don't understand.
Well, even if they're losing 10%
Yeah, you're
off
right.
of their total per movie, they've got
And
another
plus,
100
like, the
years.
Bud Light sponsorship from the last one alone. I mean,
the average. Yeah, Jesus fuck. The average tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes for the Transformers films, I think, is at 18%. That's the average.
sounds right.
And yet they consistently gross massive amounts
But you
of
got to
money.
think the first Transformers film got like what, a 40 or a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes.
So that just tells you what happened afterwards.
yeah, afterwards they just
I mean,
fell
it just sickens
hard.
me. There's going to be a new Transformers movie every year, and yet we're having trouble getting distribution for Forrest Gump 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some
Michael
fun
Bay, are
news.
you interested in making Forrest Gump 2?
The literal Titanic 2 is about to set sail, except they ran into problems.
Was there
Was
an
it an
iceberg at
iceberg?
the dock?
No, that I don't. No, I think it's like sailing on like a different route.
They're about
it's
to like
not-
leave the thing, and there's like an
Wait,
iceberg just
So
surfaces.
they named it the Titanic?
They literally named it
Why
the
would
Titanic
you do
2.
that?
It is a replica featuring modern technology.
Yeah,
Yes.
but why would you call it that? Who would get on that thing?
I don't know. Rich
no.
people who are crazy.
Yeah, crazy rich people.
I feel I'm not a superstitious person, but I feel like getting on a ship called the Titanic does not seem like something I'd like to do.
I watched an episode of Supernatural a couple weeks ago where there was an angel who hated Celine Dion so much that he went back in time and stopped the Titanic from sinking just so she would never have anything to sing about.
That is awesome. I like that.
It was a really funny episode.
We need to do something like that in the script.
Supernatural is
Forrest
such a
Gump
fun
2.
show. I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
I have not
What
watched
season
it.
are you on?
I'm just about to start season 9.
Is that the newest one?
I think they're in season 10 right now.
Okay.
I just met Metatron.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that was the last episode I watched. But, no, it's been really fun so far. So, guys, that's the end of top news. I think it's time to move on now to our Patreon campaign. We got a Patreon campaign where every single dollar put in there gets put directly back into the channels to make it better, because we're all going to make these channels better together.
And we're going to make Forrest Gump too.
Guys, we got some perks now for our Patreon campaign.
PERX.
PERX, yes. So
Not
the first...
PERQs.
No, that's Perques. Perques?
Come on,
Okay.
Jareth. Get with the program.
You dumbass. So the first perk is just for $1, and that's just us, you get our gratitude. But it goes all the way up to you literally being featured in a Let's Play with us. Which I think is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our Patreon campaign. I think it's time to move on now to trailer talk.
Okay.
We have
That's
4 trailers to talk about. The first trailer up, Daredevil Season 2 trailer Part 1. This is heavily focused on the Punisher.
Yeah.
I think that
Joe Bernthal.
Yeah, he is going to do an
John Bernthal.
I was about to say who's Joe, but yeah,
His
John-
brother. He's not actually
his
in the
brother.
movie.
John Bernthal looks like he is going to kill, no pun intended, that role.
Actually, like most things I see him in, he's good.
Yeah, I really liked him as Shane. I thought he was
Yeah.
really.
He
That
was
was my
great.
inaugural John Bernthal role. Is Shane from The Walking Dead.
I thought it was mine, and then I was looking at his IMDb, and there were like a couple things that I had seen him in that I didn't realize I had because he had a bit part.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think you'll probably have the same.
He does not have an H in his name, apparently.
I'm
I
very
don't
much
trust him anymore.
I'm very much looking forward to the dynamic between Daredevil and the Punisher.
I think that...
Yeah,
and
that's cool. The way
I
they're doing.
don't
that.
know if this is a fair comparison, but it kind of reminds me of Batman v Superman, where you have two heroes with conflict or with a common goal, but just with conflicting ideologies on how to go about seeking their quote unquote justice. One is I'm gonna kill, and the other one's let's try and do this, like without killing anybody.
Wait, what's the difference between Batman and Superman's ideology? Both of them don't kill. One of them just has crazy super alien powers.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm kind of saying. They're both heroes with a common goal. It's just the way they go about them. Because Superman, I think, is a lot less savage when it comes to like crippling
he's just a
his
big old
enemies.
patsy.
Batman will straight up fuck you
Although
up.
Superman totally destroyed like an entire city fighting with Michael Shannon.
So, do you think that out of that entire carnage and mayhem, they didn't kill a single person?
Oh, they killed a bunch. I
Yeah.
think.
Batman regularly uses projectile weapons, missile weapons. He drives around in a jet, shoots things, blows up cars.
Doesn't kill a single person.
Here's some things.
Yeah.
Here's some things John Bernthal was in. He was in an episode of Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
He was in Night at the Museum.
He was in
Al
Museum,
Capone.
World Trade Center, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, he was in the Pacific. I saw the Pacific.
The Air I Breathe was a movie I saw that he was in. Where's the Ghost Rider?
The Ghost Rider. I think that has
he was in Date
Ewan
Night.
McGregor and Pierce Brosnan. I think that's who was in Ghost
He was
Rider.
in a lot of stuff actually.
Let me look that up. Yep, Ewan McGregor, Pierce Brosnan, and Olivia Williams. I was right. I win. But no, this trailer looks fucking amazing. And at the very end, we get a little teaser of Elektra. And I think
the
that's what
tail end.
I think that's what part 2 of this trailer is going to be. This one was very Punisher focused. I think the next one's going to be a lot more Elektra focused.
Well, they kind of tease that he's already met Elektra in the first one.
Well, yeah, in the first season, do you remember he talks about meeting that one Greek girl?
yeah, he
as
dated
their
a
first-
Greek girl, and then he was like, "Whatever happened to her?" And he's like, "Things didn't work out."
Yeah.
So
There was running through my head right then. Some awesome stuff happened. You said Greek, and I immediately thought of John Stamos. And then right after that, you said whatever happened, and then continued on, and then I thought of the Full House theme song right after it. So there were these all these John Stamos related thoughts were happening in my head at one time. Which who doesn't want that?
I don't know.
You know, they're doing the Full House whatever reunion show or
Are they?
yeah, Fuller House.
Weird.
I think
That
that's
seems weird to
like
me.
next week. I'm going to watch it. Should I be watching it? Probably not.
Do you have anything else to be watching?
I'm sure I do. I mean, we were just talking about how much awesome stuff there is to watch.
Well, maybe this is one of the awesome stuff.
I doubt that it is.
Eh.
But it'll probably be entertaining.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. I hope they bring back all the like weird dumb side characters like their child like the kids' friends that no one cared about, like that like Teddy.
How many of them
Kinda
are
flat
probably
top.
like really dead or like
Yeah.
in a ditch somewhere but not dead?
Or like how many of them have killed Heath Ledger? You know, that kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's a rumor. But I guess there will be no Olsen twins. So I don't know how they're gonna.
But weren't they part of what made it a full house?
Yeah, so now it's gonna be like just a mostly full house.
But then isn't it supposed to be a fuller house?
I know. So well, probably some of them have kids, and they'll.
They're
get,
all like 80 now. So.
Yeah, they'll have to get another Michelle.
So what I want to know is, are any of the Olsen sisters going to be in this?
No.
Daniel Tosh has an amazing joke where he said something like, "I just really hope one of them ODs so I can quit guessing."
Well, you know, it's kind of likely.
Yeah.
At some point or another.
But no, Fuller House. Whatever happened to predictability?
That's how
The
that happened.
milkman,
Is
the
Jared said
paperboy,
whatever
and even
happened,
the
and
TV.
someone said the word Greek. And when I think Greek, I think yogurt and John Stamos. Apparently,
The two most Greek things in the universe.
Those are the pita bread, lamb meat.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody? have
Dude,
anything?
I'm not going to lie. Greek food.
Olives.
Greek food sucks.
I like Greek food.
I cannot stand
yeah,
Greek
I
food.
really do like.
I like the way they season lamb, man.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
guess
I
just
like
don't
lamb meat. Like
I
you
don't
could-
like lamb. I
Do you
guess.
just even have a lamb we can just slaughter and eat during the podcast?
They have that Greek restaurant in the mall.
What
The
is
one that's in every mall.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a.
I don't Greek.
I have not been in the mall in a long time. I
That's
haven't-
fine. You're not missing anything. Our
Yeah,
mall sucks.
But the mall has Hoo Hot, so we had a very riveting Hoo
Yeah,
Hot
we were talking about
conversation the
Hoo Hot
other
for
night.
a long time the other day, which was a good thing to talk about because
I used to work at Hoo Hot. I didn't.
Oh,
like
did
it.
you really?
Yeah, I didn't like it very
They
much.
got rid of the eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
They were going through like, all right, so in one shift, so 8-hour shift,
8-hour shift.
we would go through over 2,000 eggs
Wow.
Because of Brian and me.
Yeah,
because of
That's how
we were
everything.
a
eggs.
part of it.
But yeah, that's a crime. Shame that they got rid of that. Moving
I don't
on
like
to
eggs.
the next trailer, Bastille Day. Or
Very
as
little
a,
of what we just said had anything to do with the Daredevil trailer.
we talked a fair amount about
Well,
how we're excited about John
Oh,
Bernthal.
yeah, we
and
did, and then it just
talked about
dissolved.
Fuller House.
Full
Yeah,
House,
okay.
yeah.
But no, Bastille Day, or Bastille Day, however you want to say it. Bastille Day is how the French say it. This movie stars Idris Elba as a CIA operative who must gather the help of a pickpocket to stop a terrorist plot.
Yeah,
This is Idris Elba saying, "See, guys, I can be Bond. I know how to
Yeah.
do it."
I can be an action star.
Yeah.
Look at me. I can kind of have a menacing face, or look suave. But we knew these things already.
So the movie also stars Richard Madden, who we know from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Things didn't turn out so well for him. But, yeah, what do you guys think of this?
I don't know. These action movie trailers are tricky because action movies are tricky. A lot of them are just really blah, but then sometimes you watch one not expecting anything, and it turns out to be really fun.
Yeah.
John Wick,
Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect example.
which
you
they
never know.
They released the title for that. It's going to be John Wick Chapter 2. They're going to start filming very soon.
That's a bold title.
Considering all that stuff was Chapter 1.
Yeah, he I don't know. Hopefully nobody is committing any more dog-related crimes.
Yeah, you'll get fucked up by Keanu Reeves. By Ted Theodore Logan.
Speaking of, I really want to see Keanu, guys.
Yeah.
Keanu looks so
I'm gonna
fucking
see
good.
it. Also, that cat looks just like this cat I used to have, so that's pretty awesome.
That cat is like the only reason why I'd be interested in owning a cat, because I normally hate cats, but that one looks too
I like
adorable to
cats.
pass
I
up.
love cats.
You
Cats
got a
are
kitty
awesome.
cat,
I
don't you?
got 2 kitty cats.
You got 2 kitty cats.
Jared's drowning in pussy. There
Yep.
had to be done.
So the next trailer up is the trailer for 999. This
Guys, I just had a great idea for a porn name.
what is it?
Okay.
The Punisher.
Punisher.
That's pretty good. That could be the
that's-
porn parody that this inspires.
So, like,
Who do we need to talk to about this?
I'm trying to think of a famous porn person. I can't.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know who's in charge of producing the movies. Or Burt Reynolds.
we should go to Burt
I was going to
Reynolds.
say Ron Jeremy. Ron Jeremy is who you talk to.
Does he do that? Does he like? Do you
I know
give
he makes
him-
hot sauce now.
Does he really?
He makes
I'd
the
be
Ron
afraid-
Jeremy hot sauce.
I'd be afraid to have that.
Yeah.
I don't want his sauce on my food.
No.
Is the hot sauce bottle just like a 10-inch dildo?
No, but I
filled
do
with hot
remember
sauce?
that he had Vanilla Ice like endorsing it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's who he chose?
Wow.
he chose Vanilla Ice. Yeah, he's like, man, you know, Ron Jeremy and we had a falling out a while back, but then he gave me some of his hot sauce, and,
And
things
now we're
turned
fine.
out. No, that's literally
I
what
don't know
happened.
if you want someone whose name is Ice endorsing something that's supposed to be hot. It seems like a little bit of a temperature confluence right there. I don't know.
So, this trailer for 999, the movie looks phenomenal. It's about this group of like bank robbers who call in a 999. For those of you who don't know what that is when an officer is down in order to, I guess, get all the cops in the city to focus in this central area while they go and swoop in and rob a bank.
Right.
It's directed by John Hillcoat, who I love. The guy's done amazing work. He did The Road, which was
That's
sad
right.
as shit.
That's right.
He did that one movie, The Proposition, the one with Guy Pearce. Did you ever see that? It was really good.
I did
good
not ever
Western.
see that.
He also did Lawless with
Which was solid.
it was solid
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, I thought Gary Oldman was going to have a much bigger part in that movie.
Yeah,
He was in it for like 5 minutes.
To be clear, it does look like there will be some officers down.
there will be
For
blood.
real.
Yeah. So this movie stars Casey Affleck, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Anthony Mackie, Aaron Paul, Teresa Palmer, Gal Gadot, Kate Winslet, Norman Reedus, Woody Harrelson, and Clifton Collins Jr.
It's a lot
That
of big
is-
names.
That is a very,
Yeah.
very solid lineup. I am just... This probably is one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
No, it looked pretty good.
Very, very excited. When I first saw the Red Band trailer, which I know you guys saw as well, when I first saw that, I'm like, this movie is going to be amazing. So I cannot wait. And then, of course, the final trailer is the final Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer, where we see Batman turn into just this unstoppable force as he wrecks house.
When's that supposed to come out?
March 25th, so next month.
Okay.
Yeah, remember March. March comes
We
after
are-
February, before April.
We're
Yeah.
like a couple days from being exactly a month out from this movie.
Yeah.
This trailer's a lot better than the first one. But again, I'm still there's a really solid chance I'm not gonna like this movie.
Or
I
will
don't-
you see it though?
I have
Yeah,
no, I
I'll
have
see it.
no idea. Like, I feel like I really have no idea what to expect. I'll just have to go see the movie. Granted, that's always what I have to do if I'm going to make an opinion on a movie, but
Not always.
I mean, sometimes you know.
You
like,
could just be confident as fuck.
I
and just-
don't need to know, like, the next Transformers. I'm pretty sure I know where I stand on that.
Yeah. What if it's
Watch
like
that
the
one-
greatest movie of all
Yeah.
time?
Watch that just get like 100% on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes and
Metacritic just crashes.
You wouldn't believe the emotional weight and nuance of Transformers 5, the Transforming. You know, there's no...
Transformers 5 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
It doesn't even rhyme.
Transformers 5 Bumblebee's boner or whatever.
Oh god. So, I think this trailer was a lot more Batman focused.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they realized, you know what? Every single trailer we've done so far has been very Superman centric, and they got to realize I think there's a lot more Batman fans out there than Superman fans.
Yeah.
Because Superman's stupid.
There's nothing going on with him. You just can't hurt him. And also, Ben Affleck plays Batman and Henry Cavill plays Superman.
Yeah.
There's a discrepancy there in terms of star power.
This kind of reminds me, and I guess it's supposed to, of The Dark Knight Returns, one of the greatest graphic novels ever written. Did you guys ever read that by chance?
No.
I'm not very much into biscuits.
It's
Into biscuits.
No, biscuits. Fuck biscuits.
It's unrelated, but Jarrett's taking a stance on biscuits.
This is the hill Jarrett's gonna die on.
Unless you hollow the biscuit out and pour meat and cheese in
Well,
it.
it's a good thing I didn't bring biscuits because I actually was gonna cook them today.
Yeah, biscuits.
But,
are good. I don't know what you're talking about.
What was I going to say? So in The Dark Knight Returns, it's huge graphic novels, and it's heralded as one of the greatest ever written. Like, not just superhero, but just like greatest graphic novels, period. It's Batman old. Like, he's been retired forever. But he has to come out of retirement because Gotham's gone to shit. And he's like, you know what? If things were better whenever I was Batman. It doesn't matter that I'm 55 now. I got to do something. So whenever he starts doing this against Superman's like, Bruce, I can't let you do this anymore, man. You're way too old. And
I
pretty
never
soon-
age.
no, he doesn't. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
so he's like, you know, they're gonna call me in to stop you because Batman's like twice as savage now. He like literally almost kills everybody he meets now. Like he's like, I'm tired of being the good guy who doesn't kill anybody. I'm just gonna push myself to the brink. Almost kills the Joker. Ends up the Joker kills himself in that novel. He breaks the Joker's neck to paralyze him forever. And Joker's like, fuck that. And he just twists his neck a little bit more and breaks his own
wow.
neck.
It'd be really easy to accidentally kill him that way.
Yeah. No, like he wanted to kill the Joker so bad. But then
Because
at
he
the
fucking
end,
should. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So you guys have been seeing in this trailer the giant like metal suit Batman has. That's from The Dark Knight Returns. It's a suit he built custom to fight Superman. And what he ends up doing is he teams up with Green Arrow and makes a kryptonite arrow that Green Arrow shoots at him. And that's how Batman finally kicks Superman's ass, like beats the shit out of him. Like to the point where Superman's almost dead. And then he gives one of the greatest lines ever written. And I think it goes, I want you to remember Clark in all your most precious moments in all the years to come. I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
To the extent to which one you can be beaten.
Yeah.
Because
And then he fakes having a heart attack. And then he goes into retirement again.
that's the classic move right there. Fake the heart attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
So fucking good. It's really good. And this reminded me a lot of that. It kind of had the same tones and vibes. So, like I said, I in particular am very excited about Dawn of Justice. More excited about Suicide Squad, but Dawn of Justice.
Not super excited about Suicide Squad either. I
Really?
feel like there's a really good chance I'm not going to like it either.
That's unfortunate.
I'm
Well,
going
you
to
could
see them
do-
both, but
yeah, that's how you'll find out.
I'm
like I was
cur-
talking about earlier, that's the best way to find out.
I'm really curious to see if the Joker's Jason Todd or not. I really am. I got to figure that out. So, do you know about that fan theory?
No.
So, do you know who Jason Todd is?
No.
Okay, so we all know Bruce Wayne is Batman.
We do know that for sure.
So
there have been multiple Robins.
There have been multiple Robins, and Jason Todd was the second one right after.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Right
Yeah.
after Dick Grayson, who is Nightwing now. But Jason Todd was actually kidnapped by the Joker
No.
and killed. Joker killed
But
Robin.
maybe that didn't happen, and maybe he's the Joker.
Yeah.
well, there's
Because he has the J tattoo, and everybody's saying that it's not for Joker, that it's for Jason.
it's also in other storylines he is alive anyway. Also,
Yeah.
he doesn't end up actually
He
being
becomes
dead,
the Red Hood. Yeah.
which is basically Batman but ready to kill a motherfucker.
He kills everybody.
which is far more effective.
And what's his name? Red Hood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
She turns on everyone.
So that's what
Wolf
that's
ate my
what-
grandma.
One of the fan theories is that the Joker in Suicide Squad is actually Jason Todd.
Okay.
I'm interested. That's really what I'm curious about. But yeah, I think it's time. Anything else you guys want to say about any of those trailers? What are you the most excited about?
I'm gonna say Daredevil
Yeah,
too.
me too.
I am
It's
as well.
just like that's everything else could be good. I don't know, but I
have a lot of faith
have a
in
lot
the
to
Daredevil
go on
too.
that tells me Daredevil will be good.
Not gonna lie, this was a really good week for trailers. I really enjoyed every single one of those. Time to move on now to the Fairbairn forecast to let you know what you can see in theaters right now. You can see Race, which is the Jesse Owens biopic.
Yeah, I remember watching the trailer for that a couple months back.
Yep. There's Risen, which is another Jeebus movie. Then, of course, The Witch, which I'm going to go and see today.
I'm seeing that Tuesday, apparently.
Oh, cannot.
So
I'm
don't tell
very-
me anything.
I won't. I will be posting a review for it, so
yeah.
just don't
But
watch
yeah,
it
you're careful with that. Though.
What time are you going to see it?
Today?
Yeah.
Like right after this.
Well, balls.
Wait, what time do you get off work?
Like later.
That's not a time.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to decide if I can wait and
No,
see it with you.
I don't know when I get off. I get off
Oh.
whenever they let me go, basically.
Okay, so
I'm
you can
so
see-
excited for that, though. It's probably the most excited I've been about a horror movie in a while.
I know. I think the last I was really excited was the Babadook.
Yeah,
I was this
That one was
excited
super
for.
good.
which was really good. Like most horror movies, though, that I end up excited about, I didn't know about in advance. Like I find out
Oh, okay.
that, like for instance, I thought It Follows was awesome, and I
really
did
I
not
really
know,
wanted to see that.
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
really
super
good. and I did not know anything about it until after it was already out. Whereas we watched the trailer for this before. So, like, since we already watched the trailer
click,
and I knew
click,
about
click,
it,
click, click.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what that was.
I know I tried to smooth it over by continually talking while I really don't. I don't even know what I said. I was like,
don't
I was
know what
actually
you
listening
said.
to what you
I
were
was trying
saying.
to figure out what you guys were doing.
I was trying really hard to pay attention to him because the first thing he said, he was like, said something.
Yeah,
So you can see Race, Risen, The Witch, Zoolander 2, which Jareth and I saw.
It was
It was okay.
4 or 5
Yeah.
with spikes up into 8s, but
Yeah, there's a couple parts in there that are fucking hilarious. Like, I was laughing out loud. And then there's parts where you're like, that is just the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So
Like,
it
I
evens out to being an okay film.
I would say that the parts of that movie that are the funniest are funnier than Zoolander 1,
Yes.
but everything else in it is way stupider than Zoolander 1.
Yeah.
although that's kind of the. I mean,
Here's the rule of thumb
stupid-
for that movie.
Zoolander's a stupid movie. That's
Well, yeah, but it's a
not-
stupid fun
It's supposed
movie.
to be.
Yeah.
You know, that's yeah.
It's a turn your brain off movie.
yeah.
So if either Sting or Kiefer Sutherland are on screen, get ready to laugh. That's all I'm going to say.
That just as a general rule.
Yeah.
Whether it's this movie or anything else.
And then, of course,
Watch
you can
24 and get ready to
Yeah,
laugh.
this is
Yeah.
hilarious.
And then, of course, you can go and see Deadpool, which is really fucking funny.
Which I've got to find time to see before tomorrow night.
I highly recommend Deadpool to everybody. Now we can talk about Rift TV, guys. So Flick Freaks is signed with Rift.tv, and if you're a fan of reaction videos and Netflix, well, guess what, motherfuckers? You can see both. You can watch us reacting and commentating on everything on Netflix. Right now we're doing Mad Men, but pretty soon I want to do
Mad Men.
Daredevil with you guys, as well as like Big Trouble Little China, just a bunch
That
of
is the
great
thing
old
I'm
movies.
really excited to do.
Do an MST3K style.
Yeah,
event.
basically what this is going to involve is I'm going to drink a lot and watch Big
So is this
Trouble in
just-
Little China.
Commenting over the movie, because that is what I do when I watch movies.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The only caveat
I've
is you
watched
get-
movies with Jareth before, and that is totally what happens. He sits in the corner and he's like, wait a second, that watch wasn't made until 1973.
Yes.
And this movie takes place in 1967.
So here's a caveat: you guys have to
that's
bring.
a thing you've done, and not about a
is
watch.
very true.
Yeah,
You guys
It was
have
about
to
a gun.
bring
Was it a gun?
probably.
headphones
Probably.
with an auxiliary extension. That's the only caveat.
Headphones. I have some sweet ass headphones.
Yeah, if you bring those with an auxiliary extension, you're set.
Yeah, I have an auxiliary extension. I have a lot of electronics.
Yes. Are you guys ready to play IMDb, idiots?
Yeah, you might need to have Jareth use your phone.
Oh,
Or I could knock things over. I remember Jareth has that BlackBerry.
yes, he does. So, are you guys ready?
Not yet.
For those of you who do not know what IMDb Idiots is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to list off facts about either a TV show, movie, or video game, and the two gentlemen with me here today have to guess what I'm talking about.
And
the first to 3 correct answers win. They only get one
The
guess
idiots
each.
part's pretty
All
self-explanatory.
right, no,
'cause we are
gentlemen.
idiots.
Ready.
All right.
Also, I don't know if you, Andrew, when you had to leave early, that was the last episode.
So fucking
And,
funny listening to
Jared
that.
basically told me that the movie was Batman by looking at me so weird.
Yeah.
I looked at
Like,
both of you. I was
but
like,
Mike was looking at his phone. So
'Cause,
that's,
like-
that's how I was able to get the point.
because Mike basically he said the movie.
Yeah.
He was also in Batman. I'm just like, yeah, he was.
He sure was in Batman.
All right. So the first item up is a TV miniseries.
Oh my god.
I know we haven't done one of those ever. It's directed by Steve Barron and stars Sam Neill.
So Steve Barron, is that like
Barron.
Okay, two R's. That was what I was wondering.
That's all you're getting. Steve Barron and Sam Neill.
That's all I'm getting.
Sam Neill really should have given it away, but okay.
Damn it! No.
No, this is I know some things it's not that star Sam Neill. Like it's not Jurassic Park and it's not Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Said it was a TV miniseries.
Yes.
Come on, your mom.
Here's another hint. Helena Bonham Carter.
Is it Arabian Nights?
It is not.
Damn it! No, I know it now. I saw it next, and I know that movie. Balls.
Ooh,
Says-
Merlin.
It's
Fuck.
Merlin.
How could you miss that, Jareth? That's Merlin's one of your people.
I didn't know that
Oh
he
my God.
directed that.
Merlin and you are wizard buddies forever.
God.
The number 4 EVER.
Damn it.
Oh
I
man.
hate this because I got to go with the first one because otherwise he gets it.
Yeah. All right. So
No, it's tricky.
the next item up is a film
Okay.
directed by Duncan Jones.
Moon.
It is Moon.
That is a bucket of ball sacks.
Yeah, that was without looking at anything.
Yeah. Because the guy's only directed 2 things and one of them's not even out yet.
Yeah. Also, Moon was really good.
It was really
Have
fucking
you seen
good.
Moon, Jareth?
Nope.
You would like that movie.
I would.
Yeah, you would totally like that movie. It's like a pretty hard sci-fi situation.
So the next item up is also a film. It's written by David S. Goyer and stars Michael Shannon.
That sounds awesome. I wonder if it's something I've seen.
Is it Man of Steel?
It is Man of
Okay,
Steel.
it's not awesome then. I mean, it's fine.
Movie was terrible.
I thought it was all right.
The movie was terrible.
Next item up is also a film. This is directed and written by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Mm.
Oh, well, this is in his court.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the problem with this is a lot of the same actors repeat. So it's
Like a Philip Seymour Hoffman.
is that a clue?
Yes.
Okay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I'm going to go with The Master.
It is not The Mask.
Okay, I'm just taking
All
a
right.
shot in the dark.
This is going to be probably my victory.
Yeah. Here's your other hint, Julianne Moore.
Okay,
Still-
the one that I should have guessed, yeah.
I'm just making sure they're not both also in another movie together. But Boogie Nights.
It is not Boogie Nights.
Holy shit, they
What?
are both in another movie
Yeah.
What?
of his? So is it wide open now again?
It is wide open again.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just going to look up them because I don't know his movies very well.
Magnolia?
It is Magnolia.
Okay.
But he didn't. He
yeah,
cheated.
because it was wide open again.
Yeah.
After I missed.
Because you both
Oh.
missed,
Yeah.
so he's back in.
Okay, gotcha.
Did you
We're
guys
even
see a
on missing.
recurring theme with any of those?
No.
With Merlin, Moon, Magnolia,
the letter M.
M's.
the letter M.
The letter M.
Okay, so
Man
he
of
is.
Steel.
he's
I should've
won
been
now,
thinking
right?
About that.
You
Yeah,
won.
no, I beat your ass.
You
yeah.
won.
I'm looking back through here, and I was trying to remember also, like, was Julianne Moore in Punch Drunk Love?
Nope,
But
she was not.
not. Philip Seymour Hoffman was. That movie is kind of underrated to me. I thought that was a good movie.
Pretty good,
Yeah.
especially for a newer, I guess I should say, a newer-ish kind of Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, it's
For a serious role, he did a really
probably
good job.
his best role of his career, like as a serious role.
You mean for an Adam Sandler movie post 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like if
Actually, after Punch Drunk Love, he just went downhill hard.
he went right back into comedies, and then that one movie where everybody's afraid of the internet or whatever.
I remember he did Click, which was pretty good.
I
Which
never
was
saw
really
that.
sad, actually.
Yeah.
I cried in Click. I cried in an Adam Sandler movie.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
a weird thing to do, Andrew.
Anything you guys want to plug before we move on to our own plugs? I know Brian's got
Yeah, Jarrett, do you
Catchers.
have anything? That you would like?
Any spoiler casts coming up?
Oh, we got the Deadpool episode getting recorded tomorrow.
Nice.
We're doing an episode this weekend and next weekend. I can't think of anything other than the Deadpool episode specifically, though.
Okay.
I have all sorts of shit. I have a website. It's called theslowdescent.com. I talk about the same kind of stuff I'm talking about here. We also have a podcast for that site that I do with Van Shipley, and he and I also do the Backup Catcher, which is a baseball website. Or no, it isn't. It's a baseball podcast. We're doing fantasy baseball rankings right now, so if you're going to do fantasy baseball, you should probably hear what we have to say, because we're pretty knowledgeable. Yeah.
Sweet. I just realized I'm not...
I'm totally recording that podcast after I leave here.
Is it the Slow Descent as presented by...
Yeah, by Bootu Incorporated.
Yes. I just realized I was not subscribed.
Yeah,
now
you
I
should,
am.
You should totally do that. It gets really weird. If you thought the Backup Catcher got weird...
Backup Catcher is amazing, and I don't even like baseball.
Well, okay, these episodes that we've been doing the last few weeks with Justin, we recorded all in one day.
Yeah.
And you can hear them week by week, parts of it. We're basically getting drunker because it's pretty great.
I think last week was, or the last episode I listened to was Second Baseman. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really funny.
No, it's pretty good. We're quite proud of ourselves right now.
All right. So for us here at Flick Freaks, you can find us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Riff, and all other sorts of social media. Every single one of those at /Flick Freaks. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, Godspeed.
Yeah!
Bye, Internet.